everybody, this is Aiko from Texas, and I am going to do, this is kind of a sample video using an iPad. I usually don't use an iPad for things like videoing, but I'm doing a sample one to see how well the upload goes for me. Okay, so I am going to pause this. Let's see. Okay, I flipped it around and I'm going to try to hold it as steady as I can. Like I say, this is just a sample video. I'm just walking and holding my iPad right now, so I'm just going to show you this. What I'm showing you right now is my oops, almost stepped on my dog. Right. This is my collection of my tarot and oracle cards and how I keep them in my house. And I like some rather wild and spooky things. I have a little witch that sits up here, and a bunny and a rabbit that I made with her little orange witch hat on. But let me walk a little bit closer and I can show you some things that are on this shelf. I'm going to try to use up about 10 minutes because I'm going to see how the upload goes. On my top shelf, I have some little creatures and characters. I happen to adore witches, so in a lot of my things I do have witches and witchy things. I'm going to try to see how I zoom in, and you can see there. And I have a little Harry Potter character there too. Okay, going down to the next shelf, we have a first row of tarot decks. Have the Aleister Crowley Tarot, the Renaissance Tarot, the Animal Totem Tarot, just a bunch. That B Tarot right there in the center is a fairly new deck. Biblical Tarot, Charles Dickens Tarot, Crow Tarot. The Memento Mori deck is my newest, and I got it at the Halloween, the Spirit Halloween store, Halloween Spirit. Crow Tarot, Calandro Tarot, and then going down to this level, which is easier for me to hold. I have the Druid Craft Tarot, the Deviation Moon Tarot. I really like that one. I want to do a review of that one. Unfortunately, it does have a lot of nudity in it, so probably won't do that one. The Darkwood Tarot. My little characters in front here are real sweet. I'm missing one, as you can see. I've got 7. I mean, I've got 6 of the 7 dwarves, but they're very, very old. And I don't know what happened to the 7th one. It was gone when I got them. The Desert Illuminations Tarot is one of my favorites. And you can see another Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, I haven't shown you an Edgar Allan Poe. That was a Charles Dickens one. The Enchanted Soul, the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, and some of the others. Down here is a... don't want to step on my little cord below me. I have a little witch's boot. It's a candle, but there's some others there, back in there. Oops, hard to do this and hold this. Don't want to make anybody dizzy. On my bottom shelf are a lot of books that I own from different places. They're not all just about tarot. But you can see here that I have a lot of fun ones. That Kitchen Table, the Kitchen Table Tarot, this one here. This one's a very good book. I highly recommend it if you're new to tarot. Spells for a Magical Year is awesome, awesome, awesome if you like things like that. And then I've got two fairly recent decks that I am going to be doing a review of. I have the Halloween Oracle. It's just a fantastically illustrated deck. And then this one I've talked about on another video that I did that I am also going to do a review, and it's called the Graffiti Tarot. I love the artwork on this tarot, on this particular deck, but I need to do a little bit of research because it did not come with a book or any guide. I don't even know who the author. I had to even look up who the author was. Now, going back up to the second shelf, and I wish my I wish my iPad kind of would do more of a wide angle, but it does not. But here's my top row, and these are all oracle decks on this top row. And you probably have some of those if you're into the same types of things. These are some crazy masks that my husband recently purchased for me at an auction, and they hang up there. Okay, my arms to hold this up that high. And this row is some more tarot decks, and we have some little friendly gnomes sitting there. I think they came from Hobby Lobby, something like that. And then this is my little monster guy. I got him recently at our pharmacy. And a friendly owl sits there, and a little witchy poo there. But I have some of my other decks, the Llewellyn Tarot, and you can see some others. That Intuitive Wisdom deck in the center is one that I actually did all the artwork on as far as coloring them in. So I will preview that one day. And then this is kind of the third shelf down, and some Manga Mystical Fairy Tarot. And so going across there, I kind of have the tarot decks in somewhat of an alphabetical order, but not completely. I pull them and I forget where they went, and I'll have to spend time redoing that. Down here on the bottom shelf, I have all of the 8 seasons of the witch. So that will be your 8 Sabbats, and they're all oracle cards. And then I've just got some collector type things that I have, and I love this old witch. I got her also at my pharmacy a couple of years ago, and then my son bought me a crystal ball, so that's there. I think it was for Mother's Day or maybe my birthday, I'm not sure. And then this actually used to be a old shoehorn that was my grandfather's. And isn't he cool? Oh my gosh, he's so cool. But the end of it, I put a crystal, kind of just a crystal on there instead of the shoehorn, so it's kind of like a wand. And then rising up to the last part of my shelf is a whole bunch more oracle decks on top. So I have quite a collection up there. Some I love. And then going down, we start back over with the S's on my tarot, and it goes through, starts with the T's and goes through. There's some smaller little decks here on the end with my little dragon friend that my friend just recently bought me at, I think Super One Food Stores, of all places. Okay, and then more tarot cards on this row. And so I've done a review of that Westwood Tarot and the Wizard of Oz. And so this is some more of them, and then I have my little light up ghost. And then the bottom row is tarot books, some tarot, more tarot. And then these are ones that I haven't gotten reshelved that I had pulled out to look at. And then these are my 3 beautiful books that I really love on tarot. And then I have some just other, these are just some novels that I have. And also in here, we have a little more time to fill up. I have an old bird cage with these 2 little bird friends that stay in my little bird cage. And then some other little jewels that I have on a cabinet here that they all hang out in my little 8-ball. And then it's not too nice and neat to look at, but these are my witch wands that I make. And I'm going to try to do a tutorial on how to make them or how I make them. And so that's what I kind of wanted to show you. I'm at 10 minutes. That's kind of where I wanted to leave this one. And let me back up so you can see a view of it from over here. So this is how I keep my tarot cards. I don't know how you keep yours. A lot of people put them in drawstring bags, but I really like keeping them on a bookshelf. Very expensive bookshelf though for just tarot cards and books, but it's my little haven that my husband bought for me. So, all right, we'll see you next time. This is Aiko of Texas, just doing a review of my organization and how I keep my tarot and oracle cards.